I'm asked almost daily, just what is an autoresponder and how does it work? Well, an autoresponder is a tool which allows you to automatically send out emails to a group or to several different groups of people. The key things to know are subscribers sign up to receive emails from you. This is required. Otherwise, your mailings will be labeled as spam and you'll lose the ability to send email altogether. Now, once the emails are written, the sending process is automatic. Using email in this way is an astonishingly effective way to communicate. Creating the email list is the backbone of successful prospecting. In today's world, the value is in the list. It will become your business's most valuable asset. Now you have names on your list and you will communicate with these people. After all, they have given you their email address for that very purpose. But if your communication is mishandled, they will not stay on your list. Typically, you'll write a short series of emails which will go out to each new subscriber in the days, weeks, months, and years after they sign up to your list. This is called a newsletter. So if I join your list, I might get a welcome email on day 1, an introductory email on day 2, something else on day 15, and then more emails monthly until I unsubscribe. Now, if you do the newsletter correctly, that will be a long time off. Now, we've got more on that in Lesson 7. You write the emails once, set the frequency you want them delivered, and then each time someone new joins, they get all of your email series in the order that you wrote them, and on the days you want them to get them. There is no further action required on your part. Now, the huge benefit of this is that your time is freed up to get on with the things you need to do. Every single subscriber gets the same series of messages. Even if you have 100 people sign up in a day, nobody gets left out. And try handling all that on your own without an autoresponder. The other cool thing is that you can send a special message to your list at any time you want. So if you want to inform your subscribers about your new service, which launches next week, then write one email, press send, and everyone on your list gets to hear the news right away. Now here's some examples of bulk messages as opposed to your newsletter that you could create. There's one on e-course or e-learning. Your subscribers will love you for this. Provide a free course of learning or training in your specialist area or niche. You can link this to your own products or affiliates products, but make sure the focus is on providing quality information. Then there's providing additional great content. People love quality content. Maybe they get it from your blog or your website. Consider giving them even more content just for your subscribers. Make them feel special because they are special and you value them. Then there's Remember Me. You can use an email series to keep in contact with your subscribers. If you don't send an email in months, then the next time you do, your subscribers may very well have forgotten ever even having joined up to your list in the first place. And if they do that, they will hit the unsubscribe button without further thought. And there is always reheat and serve up. Now, just because some of your existing content may be old does not mean it's lost its value. Use an autoresponder series to introduce older but still valuable content to your new subscribers. Yes, they could find it for themselves on your website or blog, but use the tools you've already got to make life easier for them. And ask questions. There is nothing better than great feedback from your customers and your subscribers. Let them tell you what they want and then give it to them. This becomes a real win-win situation. You can also run a competition, maybe to publicize a forthcoming launch or a promotion and build up hype and a buzz about the launch or promotion as you do so. People love winning prizes, especially if they are worth winning. New smartphones or tablets make great prizes, for example. Now, these are just some examples. There are many, many more that you could use. But a word of caution. These mailings should seldom, if ever, be sales oriented. Let me repeat that in a different way. Never sell in a newsletter. Never use your newsletter to be a listing of your inventory. At the end of the newsletter, you can announce an open house, but do no more than announce and link to the listing. But let me be clear. If you are notifying your list about a listing, only send it to those that may be interested and make the letter personal. Your autoresponder can be set up to use the person's name in the greeting. Always remember that a person must give you permission to get your newsletters. This is called double opt-in and is done automatically by your autoresponder when a person signs up for your newsletter, if you set it up to do that. The rules on spam are very specific. You are very wise to adopt some of them to use on every business email you send out, even on ones that you send that are not on your autoresponder. Here are the 7 rules that you must always follow. Don't use false or misleading header information. Your from, to, reply to, and routing information, including the originating domain name and email address, must be accurate and identify the person or business who initiated the message, the person that's first sent it out. Don't use deceptive subject lines. The subject line must accurately reflect the content of the message. Identify the message as an ad or a newsletter. Then tell recipients where you're located. Your message must include your valid physical address. Now tell recipients how to opt out of receiving future email from you. Absolutely honor opt-out requests promptly. Now any good autoresponder will do this automatically when unsubscribe is clicked. And monitor what others are doing on your behalf. If a third party sends email on your behalf and does not follow the rules, guess what? You are liable. Now, some autoresponders are free and some are not. A good paid autoresponder is Rocket Responder. They have a flat price of $99 per month, no matter the size of your list. And there is a link in Lesson 9. But some of the others, like Aweber, charge a minimum monthly fee based on the number of people in your list. Most of them don't allow the importing of a list. They want every email address on their service to be a double opt-in from the time they got on your list, after you set up your account with them. Now here's the way that you can act as your own host and spend less than $100 one time. Get Arigato Pro Autoresponder and the accompany the program that goes along with it, Arigato Pro Intelligence Module. Now this is a plug-in for WordPress, and there's more about that in the lesson on authority. Always send mail from your own domain. Do not send using your broker's domain. Never use a Yahoo or Gmail type address for your business. People want to do business with a person, not a company. And there is more on that in authority, which is in Lesson 7. And lastly, get a Google G Suite account to send your newsletter through. You can use your domain email, that's yourmail@yourcompany.com, with this account, and it does not show the Gmail extension. Again, there's more in Lesson 7. But using the G Suite account will assure that you're not blocked from sending because you have been accused of mailing spam.